Hi, how are you doing tonight? My name is Amy. This is my channel, it's Feather Trail Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of the cusp, Scorpio, Libra. I've done one for you guys before, so I'm going to go ahead and do another one. And I did a pre-shuffle for you guys. You got physical activity. You're kind of trying to weigh out your options with partners. That's kind of what I noticed. You guys kind of don't know. You might have an option between two, and you don't know which one to pick. But I think whoever you pick, you need to go with the one you're more emotionally connected to. It's not necessarily about looks. You might be physically attracted to both of these people. But you definitely have options of two people, or even more than two people. But it kind of seems like there's two that you are considering actually having a physical relationship with. You're kind of like one, maybe you like one more than the other. You might like them both. But, well, hold on. You got the crab. And it says, show your emotions and regenerate love. So maybe you're kind of thinking about sticking with what you have right now versus what the other options could possibly be. And when you do decide, you're going to actually go full on with it. And you guys are guarded. You're trying to take an adventure to figure out what to do. And I kind of feel like the adventure is to go outside of the actual relationship that you might be in right now. You got the mountain goat. And the mountain goat says, fighting for love or ardent declarations may hide unfaithfulness. So you might be kind of trying to see how this goat is puffing out his chest. He's like, I'll be there for you. I'll fight for you. When really he's doing other things too. So, in your dominance, you're trying to show that you're that masculine, the protector. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's okay to be unfaithful if you are in a relationship. Or maybe you know, your heart feels like it's meant for one person and you're not necessarily in a commitment. But doing so, as far as venturing out, even talking to someone else besides the person you're actually dealing with, you might feel kind of guilty about it. So if you do feel that way, then that's your answer. Then that means that you need to either make a decision to be free and do your thing or stick with a person. And then I got compassion. So you're trying to be compassionate and patient toward somebody that's, you know, you could be feeling this way even toward your kids. Trying to be patient toward your kids. Maybe your kids have issues. But if not, this is somebody that you actually have a soulmate connection with. And you're trying to build up steps slowly. You got the tortoise. It says, when changes are made, for the sake of change itself, resist. Okay. So I kind of feel this goes back, you know, if you're trying to feel like you need to see if the grass is greener on the other side, I guarantee you that it probably isn't. My goodness, that is glary. It probably isn't. It probably is that you need to make a decision and stick with it, especially when it comes to someone's heart. You know what I mean? Like if it's not just one hurt, you could be hurting. You might want to think about that. That's all I'm saying. The thing about, you know, being sometimes a hybrid sign, which is what you are, and I am too. I'm a Pisces, Aries. We tend to kind of resemble both. So for you guys, you know, it can be a hurricane because you got that air and you got that water. So anyhow, let's go ahead and, now that I've done your pre-shuffle, let's go ahead and do your reading. Spirit, what can you tell me for the Scorpio Libra cusp? What they need to know? Scorpio Libra cusp. What is going on with Scorpio Libra cusp? Individuality. Yep. And we have effort. Okay. I'm gonna pull the Gilded Tarot deck. Individuality for my Libra Scorpios. Okay. So I need to pull another card, but this card can mean a couple things. This is the Hierophant. This is a card of commitment, marriage. You might be feeling like, even though you're committed, if you are, that you might want to be trying to hold on to your individuality. If you're with somebody, maybe they make you feel like you kind of are losing some of that individuality. I think it's always important to have, you know, be your own person. But let me pull one more card on that, because this could also be somebody who's trying to go in the world of spirit. Okay, so I feel like for you guys, actually, you might be wanting to go into the work of spirit. Maybe you want to get involved with the church. Maybe you want to get involved with, you know, working the spiritual realm. It doesn't have to be religious. It could be like me right now. See how I'm working? I'm doing these readings. Like, this is a very spiritual thing. And you might be trying to work that and keep your own individuality. You know, you might even be around people that might not agree with it. You know, this is very much so the Hierophant. He goes by tradition. And you might be trying to work in your own tradition to kind of keep it your way, keep it your own flair, you know. So let's see what effort has to say for you guys. Okay, so you feel kind of, with this Eight of Swords, you feel bound. This is a mental imprisonment. You're trying to make an effort probably to get out of that. You might be feeling stuck. Let's see. Let me get one more card for the Eight of Swords. Okay, keep track of my time. Eight of Swords for my Libra Scorpios. Okay. All right. So I feel like you're trying to make an effort to get your wish fulfillment. Oops. With this is the Nine of Cups. You're trying to get your wish fulfillment with that. He has all these cups. This is the one he wants. He's like, yeah, this is my wish right here. And you actually feel like you're going to make an effort to make it happen. You're in your head about it. There's no other option. You even dream about it. You'll even take the rest needed to get there. And it's part of your fate. So whatever this spirituality and individuality, whatever it is that you feel, maybe the people that you're working with, maybe they don't like that you're different. And they want you to go in the traditional way to do things. And you maybe don't want to go traditional way. Maybe even you're dealing with that. There could be a little bit of stuff with a relationship, a little bit that there might be, you want to keep your individuality in every which way. I know one thing, like cusps, we tend to just we can't help it. We're born, we're different. We are not like anybody else. We are not like even 100% of the sign that we claim ourselves to be. Like, I'm always like, I'm a Pisces, I'm a Pisces Aries, and I feel for the most part I fit in with Pisces, but there's still even then, so we're even just straight up full on mainstream Pisces look at me like, what did you just say? It's hard when you are, you're both. You're always going to feel a little bit out of the envelope, and you're always going to feel like you don't quite fit in, but that's okay. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you stand out. That's what makes you original. You don't have to be one or the other. You can be both. And you can have both with what you're doing here. You accept it. And everybody else needs to accept it too. That you're going to bring not just one kind of thing to the table, but you're going to bring two things to the table. All right. So thank you guys for joining me and being a part of my cusp. I think I might have to call my cuspers the survivors. The survivors of the zodiac. Anyhow, I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Namaste.